Hey everybody, Coach Craig here. So Rich Gilbert runs a YouTube channel that was a mind shifter for me when I was an employee. And one of the videos that he has, he says, you volunteered to work within a dictatorship. And I was like, yep, that's 100% right. And one of the beautiful things about the way he speaks is he's speaking to employees and people who have chosen to put themselves into a little box inside of an organization and to stop being frustrated about being put into a little box inside of an organization. And it was like this beautiful sort of just honesty. It was just like, you got to just let all that stuff go. He just kind of talks in this voice that's like perfect for the employee mindset. And it's just like, you got to just go to work, do your job, sit in your little box, and you're good. You volunteered to be there. You're in a dictatorship. And so stop trying to be something else. And I was like, I love this guy. And it was exactly what I needed as an employee to actually de-stress me. As an entrepreneur, it is completely indigestible. And so there's a very deep difference between being an entrepreneur and being an employee. And so what I believe is missed is what Dan Sullivan calls the freedom of relationship. I think that people are not really recognizing the power of relationship in how they make money. And when you volunteer to be within a dictatorship in an organization, and those are Rich Gilbert's words. I'm just sort of repurposing them. When you volunteer to be in an organization and you are an employee, the person who gets to choose what you work on is a relationship, and it's arguably the most important relationship you have within the organization. And sometimes you get to choose your boss, and sometimes you don't. That optionality is usually quite limited. And so the question is, do you have a good relationship? If you have a great relationship with your manager, treasure it. Treasure it, because that is giving you a strong freedom of relationship. If you have a sense of freedom of your job and you enjoy your relationship, and it's a relationship that you would have chosen even if you weren't sort of mandatorily put there, then be grateful. Be incredibly grateful, because most people don't. The entrepreneurial world is completely different. You get to choose who your clients are. You get to choose who you interact with. You get to choose who you partner with. You get to choose all of your relationships in your business dealings. And with that, it is a remarkable amount of freedom. And so if you're an entrepreneur, treasure that. So Coach Craig talking a little bit about the freedom of relationship as it relates to being an employee. Have a good one.